Hi, my name is Jerry Christensen, and I've been asked to share a way that Jesus has been real to me. This happened 2 years ago during the Easter season, and my wife had taken a DNA test. She had an incredible testimony out of that. She wanted me to take one. And I said, well, there's no mysteries in my family, and yet I got the biggest shock of my life. My dad was not my dad. And I struggled with all the emotions. I'm going to try to do this without crying, but I struggled with all the emotions that you might imagine. There was just this guilt of being part of something that, could have torn the family apart. It was embarrassment. It was going to my kids and saying, yeah, I know I told you that you look like Grandpa, but, and I was so proud of a grandma that was 104 years old and being part of that. And it was just all of these emotions, and there was even an anger toward my mother. Now, figure that out in Pretzel Logic. It's like I was the result of what had happened through an affair, but here I am, and I owe my life to it, and I couldn't wrap my brain around that. And I had to go to God, and I said, God, why? Why find out at 64 years old that I'm illegitimate? Why? And God brought incredible comfort through several things. First of all, he showed me that my life was a miracle. Wow. I should not have been here. I came from a poor family. We were upper, lower class. We were always struggling with money. There was pressure. I had 3 older brothers and sisters, and I would be number 4 in a struggling family where mom and dad didn't get along. Both parents knew that I was illegitimate, and there was every reason to terminate a pregnancy. My sister told me later on, she said that my mom had terminated many pregnancies.
Wow.
And I was the poster child now for an unwanted pregnancy. And yet here I am.
Come on.
And God brought me to an incredible change. I saw myself as a miracle. He saw me in the womb. I saw the incredible courage of my mother to go through with a pregnancy that could destroy her marriage and to give me a normal life, to not have me feel the stigma of that. I felt an incredible honor for my dad, because every one of my brothers and sisters, when I had that "are you sitting down" conversation with them, they said, well, Dad never treated you any different. Nobody knew. And my dad loved me, and I'm so thankful for that. And I want to say that there was no spirituality in our family. There was no prayers around the table. There were no relatives who knew Jesus. There was no going to church. There was no spiritual bearing at all. And of the whole broken nest that I grew up in, I was the worst of the bunch, because I called myself, in arrogance and self-reliance, I called myself an atheist. And I was an atheist until February 19th, 1977. That was my last day of atheism, because on February 20th, I was born again.
Come on.
And I never doubted a moment after that I was a Christian, that Jesus had risen, that he was my Lord and Savior. Never a doubt for a single day in over 40 years. And so I've seen myself as a miracle. And what happened after that February 20th, within 2 months, my sister gets saved. My mother gets saved. Later on, other family members and nieces and nephews get saved, and I saw the purpose and the plan that God had for my life, to take this broken mess and to bring the light of salvation through Jesus Christ into my family. And I'll take just one more second here. Without his permission, Tom Weisiger brings me a poem right over here just before the service. He said, I saw the face of God today. I saw it in a child at play. I heard the voice of God today. In that child's voice, it seemed to say, I saw you many years ago. I saw you. Yes, it's true. The child you saw today at play, it reminds me much of you. It seems as if the child at play, so happy and carefree, was simply God's unfailing love, a precious memory. Thank you, Tom. So I want to say he's not dead, and he's alive, and I've seen the Lord today.
Come on. Wow.